What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Preston, and today I want to talk about something that I have a little bit of a beef with. Now, if you're in the gaming space at all on YouTube, then I've heard the name Satisfye in regard to the Switch.
It's a beautiful man and it's a beautiful bird, and today's video is brought to you by Satisfye.
And I'm gonna be honest, I've owned Satisfye products ever since the first launch of this product, whenever the Switch came out. And I saw so many gaming channels promoting this product like crazy. And so I decided to go ahead and get it with how great of reviews it got. And honestly, this worked really well for my original Switch. I never had anything like this, so I mean, it was definitely a step up in what I was used to. And so like the regular like Switch is just too small like to hold without cramping my hands after playing for like 20 minutes. But this worked out great. The build quality is great. I love the soft touch backing that they do with this. It feels very premium, and I'll give Satisfye that. And later on the line, I got a Switch OLED, which brought me into the market again for another Satisfye grip, which wasn't their fault. The original one was made specifically for the original Switch, and the new Switch OLED is slightly wider than the original Switch. After a little while of having this, I started to not love it so much. One of the things that really stood out to me at first was, why is this thing bright white when the Switch is not bright white? It's like a grayish color. And you can kind of see that with this video, but like my studio lights are definitely kind of misreading that. But the Switch is more of a milky grayish color, like very close to white, but not bright white. And I was like, dang, that kind of looks not great. And then after even longer, I started noticing that the back of my Switch OLED started to rub off. And it wasn't just like I could like rub it off, but it was actually leaving marks on the back of my Switch. And I was like, can't do this. I can't. And that kind of led me down the road of if there was any other products like the Satisfye grip, which led me to Skull & Co. And I kind of looked at the products to begin with. I kind of heard about them when I was looking into stuff like this, but I didn't like the fact that it was in like a full-on case and then you slid on the colored like grips onto the back of it. I don't know. I'm an aesthetic person. It's what I do for a living, but I just didn't love it. And then I ended up hearing about this new grip from Skull & Co. And it's called the Skull & Co. Neo Grip. And I love this thing. To just run off a few like things that really kind of stand out for me with this. The Switch fits into this thing way better than the Satisfye grip. So unlike the Satisfye grip, the Neo grip actually has these foam paddings instead of rubberized paddings. And they have it lined up against the controller rails and the back of the Switch. With the Satisfye grips, they have these rubberized ridges on the inside. Like my working theory is that because of these rubberized tips, they aren't working well with whatever the finalized paint job on the Switch OLED is. And it's causing some permanent rubbing and friction to the back of the Switch, which is where I find the Neo grip to be such a head of the Satisfye grip. And one thing that the Neo grip has on the Satisfye grip is that you can change out the backs here. So it can fit exactly how you'd want it. Like in any configuration. Like right now I have the smallest grip right on the right hand, so I can keep my hand lower for for certain games, and I have the trigger grip on the left side. And it's kind of how I've been rocking it ever since I kind of got it. I liked the fact that I could change it up however I want. So it comes with these small grips here. So it's just kind of like a nice little handle for whenever you're on the go. And these bigger grips that just slide off. And one of the biggest things that I've found that really is gearing me more towards the Neo grip is the fact that every time I've been using the Satisfye grip to compare versus the Neo grip, I just can't shake the feeling that makes my Switch so much more heavier. And it's honestly a little uncomfortable to just play like this for extended periods of time. And it sucks because the whole reason I bought this is so that I could hold it for extended periods of time. And also a good comparison between the two is the fact that Satisfye grip, you can't dock with your Switch, obviously. It's designed to be able to you can just sit it down and not have your Switch laying down, which is cool. I've enjoyed that about the Satisfye grip for a while. But with how I play my Switch, and I can see definitely that this is more of a me thing than it could be for you. I like to switch. I like to switch my. I like using my Switch docked and handheld quite a bit, so I'm usually switching a lot. And the rubbing effect that the Satisfye grip has is just exacerbated with the fact that I have to take it out a lot, which shouldn't be an issue considering the Switch literally switches. And one of the best things I've found about the Neo grip is that it's dockable. Now, one small caveat to that is that it's a little tight. So I feel like as long as you have a screen protector on, and you should be fine, because you're getting the back of this protected. Your Switch is getting protected by this back plating right here, as well as having a screen protector on, so it shouldn't be an issue. But I may change my opinion on that in the future whenever I've done more docking and taking out. But as far as to this point, hasn't been an issue. And one small caveat that I really don't use, but I do enjoy that they thought about this, is the fact that the Switch has the little flappy thing here. And it's nice to be able to keep the design of the Switch and being able to see the Switch logo, and it just feels more like it was made specifically for this. Obviously, they're both made specifically for the Switch. But what I'm saying is, design-wise, it's just flows so much better being able to actually use the Switch the way it was intended. And now we finally get to my biggest beef between these two grips. So let me double check. One of the biggest surprises to me is the fact of how much more expensive the Satisfye stuff is. So as of recording this video, you can get the Zen Grip Pro for $42.99 or regular $49.99, nearly $50 for a piece of plastic to put on your Switch. Whereas, compared to, you can get the Neo grip straight from Skull & Co. for $19.99. And after using the Neo grip and being with having the Satisfye grip ever since the first Switch and using this extensively, I can't fathom why Satisfye gets to charge $50 for this thing. For Skull & Co. to be able to make such a good system, such a good grip at that price point is crazy. And Satisfye should not be able to charge this much. But when you can get such a nice grip for your Switch that I feel like as a designer myself is, I would say, superior to the Satisfye grip. Now, honestly, like, you know, comfort, things like that are suggestive, but using both of these things simultaneously and off and on, I really don't see how the Satisfye grip really, like if the slanted thing on the right side is like really needed for you, I guess go ahead, spend the $50 on your Satisfye grip, but you are going to be just as happy, or I would say more happy, using this Neo grip. And not to mention, I got their case I got the slim case, so it only works with the ones like the smallest triggers, like the hand things. But when I'm on the go, I'm not playing my Switch for hours, so it's nice to just have like a little bit of something to hold on to that's like not as bulky, so I'm just like pulling it out, whatever. But I'll show more of this, but it is such a nice case, and it was $14.99. So all in all, I spent $34 on the Neo grip, whereas I spent $50 on getting my Satisfye stuff. But I will say it's not all bad for the Satisfye gaming grip. It did give me lots of enjoyment out of my Switch, and I will give them huge props. The plastic on the back of this, really nice. This is definitely a well manufactured product. But I feel just because of these main things where my Switch OLED doesn't exactly fit. And one really cool thing about the ability for the grip either or to like fit the OLED is that the Neo grip is made for the Switch OLED alone. And on the back, I'll show it in some B-roll here. All you have to do is unscrew these screws in the back here and change the size of it so it actually fits the thing that you're trying to get it to fit for. Also, one more, since I am a designer, I just feel like it wouldn't be that hard to cover these up. And why is, you know, where you have this Neo grip where it's all hidden, one piece, and screws are on the inside where you won't see them. Just saying, Satisfye. You gotta step that game up. But closing thoughts, the main thing that really brought this upon me was my wallet. And I'm just hoping that maybe this video could help someone save some money and get a really good grip that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg, and that every single gaming YouTuber, which no hate to them, if you like it and you like the relationship you have with your product that you're pushing, that's great. But I don't feel like this Neo grip and some other very few grips get the attention that they deserve, to where Satisfye gets to charge these crazy prices just for their grip. And I just want people to know that there are options out there, great options, at a very, very minimal price tag. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully that can help you make a decision. Definitely recommend the Neo grip, just based on price alone. You know, if Satisfye were to bring their prices down, which why wouldn't you? I feel like $29.99 would be a perfect price point, especially for what you're getting out of just like a plastic grip for your Switch. But you know, I'm not satisfied. I'm not making the prices. But I think both definitely have some nice things to offer. If you end up getting your Satisfye grip, I wish the best to you. But honestly, I would save the money. Get the Neo grip. It's a great, seemed like a awesome company. Until next time, peace. Hey you, did you like that video? Consider leaving a like down below. It helps out a lot in the algorithm. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I like to have you around. If you like to go the extra mile, hit the notification bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. And if you didn't like the video, feel free to leave a dislike or leave a nasty comment, or both, whatever your heart's content. And if you want to check out more of my videos, here's one here, and feel free to check out the channel for more content. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.